long way with how you approach localization. For people who haven't been paying close attention, can you give us a little bit of a
Listen,
rundown of
shut up.
what the setting
I ain't
is,
gonna
who the
keep my
main character
gyro
is, and
fetish
what
under
you can expect to see?
control. Ah!
Alright, so our previous protagonist, Kazuma Kiryu,
Ah!
ended in Yakuza 6, and we are picking up the
It's so
new
good.
character, Ichiban Kasuga here. It's a brand new storyline.
As a matter of fact, I
he's our
will
new
play
protagonist,
a
and
lot
he's
more
very
games
much
with
a
my
different guy than
Joy-Cons just to
Kiryu ever
aim
was.
with this
There's a lot of
hand
different things about
and
him
not
that
move
are,
this one.
that,
If
whereas
the
Kiryu
Joy-Cons
is,
weren't
we all kind
shit.
of know him. Ichiban's gonna hopefully steal
Yo,
everyone's
it's just a
hearts
lobster.
as we get into his story. So
Crayfish.
his primary story takes place in Yokohama, which is a city kind of adjacent to it's in Tokyo,
What
a
the
different
fuck?
suburb. So it's a completely new city for us. It's like 3 times the
Yo,
size
now
of
this
Kamurocho,
is my
and
type of
it's
persona game.
gonna be pretty cool.
Now, one of the big, huge changes that's happening this time around is that Yakuza, which is historically a kind of an action beat 'em up,
Yes.
is now a party-based, turn-based RPG. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you're maintaining the same level of expectation?
When
for
he pulled out
totally
the
over-the-top
umbrella
action in,
and the
more
trash
of an RPG
lid,
setting?
Absolutely. So Ichiban is
I fucking lost it.
heavily dependent on his friendships that he makes with these characters. They're all kind of coming from the same kind of climbing out from rock bottom kind of situations. It's a lot of people kind of from the edges of society coming together, and the dev team really felt like the best way to portray that was to allow the player to
Yo, but you have a
play as
riot
more than
shield
just Ichiban, to really
police
kind of
officer over there.
hang their hat on that like friendship thing.
The
that's kind of happening with Ichiban. So he's a very charismatic dude. He attracts people to his kind of demeanor, but at the same time,
This looks great.
He's a retro gamer. So these kind of RPG battles that are happening are very much kind of his mindset
Boom,
kind of
boom,
happening.
boom, 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 boom.
The battles kind of transition. You probably saw that like when the battle transitions, the enemies that are he's fighting literally become like this kind of like monsters, and
hit him with
Wonderwall
Wonderwall
happening in his head, being portrayed kind of in the game. But we absolutely haven't forgotten.
Look, you have a fucking shield.
Playing
Idiot
to the audience who expects kind of more quick snappy kind of action. So that's all RPG system that kind of under the hood will allow you to still kind of perform the action that you will love and know.
Wrong song, Placekeeper of Loss.
I dig that. So your party and your
I
friends
just can't get over the fact
about
Trash Can Lit.
how much variety you're going to have in terms of
party
members and characters you're going to be meeting along the way.
Right. So right now we have the full party of 4.
Oh.
You can get up to 6 plus 1 party member optional, and that's going to be one way that you can differentiate your party. But we also have a full-on job system with 19 jobs that you can take. A lot of times, I think when you think of a job system, you're like, all right, here's my thief, my ranger, my mage kind of things. But we're using a classic Yakuza approach for this and allowing you to select like real life jobs. So we'll show some of that gameplay.
Here's my lawyer.
Here, but, we'll change all the jobs for the characters. You'll see some of that kind of come into play.
Fuck you, get sued.
Now, in the previous Yakuza games, you occasionally, get different outfits, but they're usually not something you can unlock until later in the game. Are we going to see? I don't know if armor is the right word, but sort of different wardrobe for Ichiban and your party members.
Yes. So each job has its own outfit, and then in addition to its own custom outfit, has a couple different variations of it. So not only that, there's going to be all kinds of unlockable kind of costumes that, like we always do, that we throw those into the free add-on stuff that like Yakuza does.
Can I change my suit to a more bluish color
and those all will have
to rock the Spike Spiegel
now,
look?
The setting, I want to talk about this. How would you say it compares, other than just in terms of scale, to some of the previous settings like Sotenbori or Kamurocho?
Yo, I can see this on the Switch
massive,
too.
Port
Why
City,
do I
and
want
got,
everything on the Switch?
9 different districts. So you've got the Uptown, you've got Lowtown, you've got Downtown, you've got the commercial
RPG
district,
Tuesdays. No, I can't have another RPG for RPG Tuesdays, man. That'll be too much.
Like areas kind of have
I
their own
can't.
vibe and their own feel.
I just had an RPG week to get rid of some. And I still have to finish Oninaki. That motherfucker's long.
Each of those, so like wandering too far and outside of your level is definitely going to be more of a challenge for you, and you're going to have to really kind of pick your strategy better when you're roaming through more dangerous areas.
Oh yeah,
In terms of
I had that
variety,
problem
like
walking to certain parts of the city, and I'm not high level
there's
enough.
delinquents, and there's various grades of street
little
thugs.
kids beat
How do
me
you
up because
maintain
they're
that
like
same
higher level
level,
than me. It
sort of
happens.
within the pageantry of an RPG? Are there going to be? Are we going to get fantastical here? Is it going to get really like over the top?
You probably saw that.
Yes, I hope you're doing your.
Like I was mentioning, the enemies will literally transform, and that's something.
Every time I see the trash can lid shield,
all kinds of different types of monsters.
It's just this game is great.
Very early on in the story,
I haven't played any of the Yakuza games. Probably should do that on stream eventually.
If that sounds familiar,
but this game right here, I want.
But so you're basically running around.
You need to be level 6 if you're under not.
They're all very kind of homage type of to RPGs, while at the same time mixing them with real life level. So like
you're not wrong.
That changed into a berserker, for instance. That we used a lot of Western names that are. They're very much an homage to a very specific series Ichiban is a fan of called Dragon.
I love that. So this feels like a Yakuza game where you're playing as a JRPG nerd within the game. Like there's that level of it seems very.
You can be a pyromancer. You just grab some booze and a lighter.
Ichiban has at this party and he's like,
I'm the pyromancer.
Monsters transform, and they're like, no, bro, but whatever it is that you're thinking, like that's fine as long as it helps you fight.
Quickly, use Wonderwall.
I guess we've seen. I think I caught a glimpse of
the buffing though.
Up in one of the.
I'm glad you're doing well,
some gameplay. Can you talk about sort of how this is going to intersect with the existing, Yakuza Judgment universe?
Judgmental.
So it is definitely set in the same universe. When Ichiban gets out of Ichiban,
I use pipe.
For a crime
super effective.
Very similar to.
Okay, they're repeating the gameplay now.
Out in the year 20.
This is where he's going to use Wonderwall.
It's a brand new world for him, in which the Omi Alliance has essentially taken over Kamurocho. And if you're familiar with the kind of rivalry that the Omi and the Tojo clan have had for the last 6+ games,
the idiot doesn't use his shield.
That's a huge deal, right? Like it's massive, and so all of that.
All right, guys, he's going to use police brutality in a second.
Continually kicked lower and lower, and like you mentioned, Kiryu and some of our previous pro tags even are kind of in the background, and you'll definitely intersect with them kind of later in the game in a way that is epic, but I don't want to spoil too much.
Now, I think my favorite part of the
I don't know. What do you guys
series,
think?
Obviously,
I'm
the
digging
super heavy duty, dramatic, operatic.
I'm really
stuff
digging it.
is
I really
cool,
want it. Again, I haven't played any of the Yakuza games, but this one is like.
And the localization.
They sold the game to me as soon as I saw the trash can lid fucking shield. Whoa! What's going on?
Beginning of this footage, who it seemed like you could talk to.
Internet.
The silly stuff that we're going to be doing in this game, in addition to the heavy-duty crime drama.
It is cool. So, also, how she buffs
the crawfish
your character.
I don't want to talk too much about Nancy because we will absolutely
bam. Okay.
Yes, that involves Ichiban basically making friends with the crawfish, and it's just as bonkers as you might expect Yakuza to be. There's still heartwarming sub stories. There's still very dramatic sub stories.
Look how sassy she is. She's just standing there. It was good.
Pretty hard into the nonsense side of things. Not to mention all the jobs and special attacks that we're now kind of seeing that the musician, for instance, having a move called album drop, where he literally drops an album on a guy. So.
Now, the other thing that is huge in Yakuza games is all the different sort of mini games and activities. We've seen some of these teased. This has kart racing. Is that right?
What?
Kart is a full-on like a Tokyo. It's very popular in Japan where you get in those little go-karts and run around the town. But of course, we had to bring our Yakuza twist to that with rocket launchers and satellites and all that kind of nonsense and machine guns. So that's very much a minigame.
I'm sorry, what?
I think later in this footage we're going to show a little bit of Can Quest. You can hop on.
Just a good post striker. We need to learn her name now.
A little bit of side income, and that's hilarious. And
look at this shit.
Your goal here in this mini game is to collect these cans and get the boosts, and without getting kind of taken out by your competition who's out there also.
You missed a few,
and you have to avoid the garbage truck and the thieves. Get back to the goal in time before running out of time to collect your cans.
Are we going to see any of the sort of the business management type of games we've been used to? I mean, we've run hostess clubs, we've done real estate and construction companies.
I can see that this game would be the type of game where you'll spend a lot of time
story happening, and it's just as
it's just like
as
Pac-Man.
Royale was, where Ichiban will
get fucked
taking over a failing confectionery company, and taking that from a literally failing company to a great holdings company, where you'll have to recruit managers, assign them to properties, and to go into these really epic like shareholder battles where the shareholders are laying out their grievances, and you have to fight them and apologize to them with
shareholder battles.
Level of Yakuza nonsense.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I mean, the thing about this series that I love is that you wind up latching on to the thing that's least expected. You know, there'll be some game that you're like, that sounds weird. Who would be into that? And then you know you find yourself sinking 11 hours into it.
Yeah.
Can you? Is there going to be any dating? We've seen that kind of got dabbled in Judgment.
Yeah.
Can you be a Nintendo shareholder?
I guess the Persona series, where you
can my body be ready?
Personality up a bit. If you raise certain levels of your personality enough, you might be able to approach some of the ladies you've met throughout the storylines and all that kind of stuff. So it's it's
shit,
there.
Pink Flower.
You just have to earn it.
Yeah, you mentioned Persona. That's another Sega property. Obviously, that's kind of the when people think like the turn-based JRPG.
Yeah, a lot of the
Sega
Persona fans are a little salty right now.
Dipping their toe into that. Have the teams like interacted
with
at all?
The announcement of the Persona game going to PC.
That's a great question. They're in the same building. I couldn't.
Everybody's
tell you,
like, "Yo,
it's
what the fuck is the Switch
version?" Some learnings happening, and I think it's just a cool kind of marriage of ideas. That's certainly with not only Persona but also Like a Dragon.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting to see these sort of parallels. They're both.
Yo, they have an all-out attack. What the fuck?
In Japan and making friends and fighting stuff. And in this case, it seems like it's definitely dabbling in that JRPG territory, but it's still squarely Yakuza stuff. Can you talk about it's weird because it doesn't look turn-based. I guess the spacing seems really dynamic and almost more action RPG-ish.
Definitely, it's super snappy. So like you not only in during battle are you can.
Hold on, let me see if I can see their job
that you'd want to automate.
Job rank too. Enforcer.
But also there's this very dynamic kind of live action kind of feel happening where the characters are just kind of they're dancing around each other a little bit. And so like if a character is between you and if a bike is between you and a character, your character will automatically pick up that bike, weave it into his attack. And so, like, that happens, and then the character via drink links with that character, they will, step in and do a follow-up attack, and the action prompts that are where
game is great.
You've probably seen them throughout the footage where
damn
you'll have to be pressing buttons, and you can do perfect guards, and so you are like on your toes at the whole time. It's not a very passive battle system at all. You can.
Imagine then force the police officer, the riot police officer, is your tank.
That is awesome. This was, of course, got a big, huge announcement reveal thing there was the Xbox Series X presentation direct state of Xbox, whatever the hell we're calling it. There's too many of these things.
Right.
And everyone's dying to know about next gen. Can you say anything?
Oh god, this is great. Pepper, what do you want
on the Series X compared to sort of current gen?
Bonk.
We're definitely supporting the smart delivery feature, and outside of that, there's
have a cat, guys.
Still figuring that out a little bit, but for the most part, we're ready to support next gen on this.
They stole my fight move,
so
man.
When can people
I'll
expect
sue
to get
them
their
later.
hands
Don't
on
worry.
Yakuza Like a Dragon, Scott?
We'll be there day one on Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Windows 10, and Steam.
No Switch.
Well, thank you so much for coming by and chatting. I'm a big fan of Yakuza, as you might have guessed by my suit.
Steam it is.
I do my Yakuza E3 interviews in this suit. Anyway, thanks for coming by. This has been great. I'm dying to know more about Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Steam it is.
It's been a pleasure.